In Good Shape, your weekly dose of health information on Deutsche Welle. Find out more about what's new in medical treatment, alternative medicine, as well as nutrition, wellness, and beauty. Medical professionals, therapists, and counselors are in our studio to offer their expert advice on In Good Shape.
And joining me today to talk about the sweet things in life and, of course, about nutrition is Professor Hans-Georg Joost from the German Institute of Human Nutrition in Potsdam. Today, outside our usual studio setting. Welcome, Professor Joost, to In Good Shape.
Hi.
Hi. Why is it that most human beings are just crazy about sweets?
I think it's because of the evolution. It appears to be an evolutionary benefit, an advantage, to taste sweet foods, which signals energy.
Mm-hmm. But nowadays this evolutionary advantage seems to have turned against us. Sugar makes us fat.
Yes.
Why is that?
It's not the sugar itself, it's the combination of sugar and fat and taste enhancers that is the main problem. These foods do not satiate, and that's why we have a positive energy balance if we eat too much of that, and then we'll gain weight.
So if we start eating sugar, we just can't stop?
That's not for everybody the case. I would say, again, the problem is the combination of fat and sugar leading to not satiating foods.
And what about the health risks of sugar? Does sugar cause diabetes, for instance?
It does indirectly. If it leads to weight increase, there's fat accumulation in the liver and in the pancreas, which causes diabetes.
And sugar is blamed for a lot of other things to do, like even maybe causing cancer. Is there any truth to that?
Again, there are indirect effects. So cancer is associated with overweight, and the overweight might be produced by sugar in combination
so
with...
So it's not the sugar itself which causes the disease, but it's the effect of being overweight.
It's the weight increment, yes.
Okay. The World Health Organization has drastically reduced its recommendation about the sugar intake that we should take in every day to 25 grams per day, which is roughly this amount of sugar cubes here in this thing. And this is what we actually eat every day. So you see, it's a lot of more. Is this a realistic thing that we restrict ourselves to this kind of amount of sugar?
It is very difficult. One could even say it's unrealistic. Yeah. Simply because sugar is everywhere, in every foods we buy, in things where you wouldn't expect it.
Mm-hmm. Like what? Where don't expect it?
Like breakfast cereals, or cabbage, or dried tomatoes.
And what about soda and drinks? I mean, we all know that soda is full of sugar. And what about orange juice? There's a lot of sugar in orange juice as well, isn't it?
Yes, it's the same amount as in sodas. But apparently one doesn't tend to drink as much of the orange juice as of a soda.
So it's just the amount which counts, or is orange juice otherwise
in the
healthy?
end, it comes down to the amount of calories you consume per day. And if you cut down, for instance, the fat, then you can afford to eat more sugar.
And if I look at those sugar cubes, do I have to take into account that I'm eating apples and bananas, or is it just the industrial sugar which I add to mine?
No, the WHO meant only the industrial sugar.
Okay. There are various forms of sugar, saccharose, glucose, fructose. All the same, or is some form more dangerous?
Roughly all the same, with one exception. There is an effect of fructose. It may cause insulin resistance, but only at higher doses, okay. Which you wouldn't normally reach.
Patty K. Thompson from Canada has read that artificial sweetness could cause cancer. Is that true?
We don't have any proof for that. So I would say artificial sweeteners, as we have them, are safe.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know, because in the report we saw that many people want to lose weight with the use of artificial sweeteners. But sometimes it just can't happen, so they don't lose weight. Why is that?
Well, the most likely explanation is that these persons compensate by eating more of something else. And I guess that's the case.
So they eat something sweet and then they want to eat something else because they need more sweets?
Yes, well, the regulation of the energy balance is very, very strict. And if you leave out some calories, you'd compensate by eating something else if you don't pay attention to what you eat.
Okay. We got a question from Nicaragua. Valentin Almanza asks if stevia is the better form of artificial sweeteners.
Stevia is a natural product, and it is said that it is superior to other sweeteners because the taste is better. However, it's not totally identical with the taste of sucrose. There is a minor flavor that distinguishes it.
And what about honey? Just using honey for sweetness, is it better than sugar?
I don't see any medical advantage of honey. It's biochemically identical to other sugars, and I don't see any advantage in health, in terms of health.
Okay, just the taste, perhaps.
Yeah.
Many people depend on processed food for the daily diet, and they're full of sugar and sugar. So how can you avoid it?
First of all, you shouldn't only look at the sugar, it's also the fat, and it's the salt and other things that enhance the taste. So these ready-made products are one of the reasons for the obesity epidemic. What you need to do is you need to be conscious about it. Try to avoid overeating. Try to eat many satiating products like cereals and vegetables.
So you don't need to actually look at the package and see if there's sugar in it, just take your weight?
You should look at the package and see whether it's a kind of dangerous combination. But you have no chance of calculating your daily calories and even your energy balance by calculating.
So this is how you try to avoid sugar, if you just take your body weight?
I would just regularly take my body weight and see whether there's a trend towards increasing, and then I would cut down on something.
And you still snack and eat sweets yourself?
Not on a regular basis. I'm pretty conscious about what I eat.
So like what?
Cereals, vegetables, fruits, and only rarely fast food.
Okay, great. So now you can go to the canteen here and eat some sweets or eat some fruits.